next chapter. Of course, the focus in the work with light and shadow lies on the story, on the light sources, and on the figures. But even if here everything has been done to complete satisfaction, there is one important thing remaining. It's the darkening. It is very often neglected, but it may have disturbing consequences if scattered light influences your show, especially if it hits the screen directly. If a room is difficult to darken, then at least try to keep the space around the stage as dark as possible. While you tell and show your story, your light source should actually be the only one in the room, and no other source should be around. Scattered light reduces the contrast of your shadows. They are not as black anymore, and the imagination of your audience cannot really dive deeply into the shadow space to create its own image. Apart from that, scattered light shows the things which are around, and that deviates from your show. The spectator should not have a choice where to look at. Your light source has to guide his view, and thus he stays entirely concentrated on your story. And apart from that, it's a great contribution to help him forget the world around, simply because it's not there. Another argument for a good darkening is the fact that point light sources are just points that radiate. And that cannot really be very much light, because a point is just a point. Also because of that, a very dark room is a good support. There are different ways to darken a room, and they depend on the size and the position of the windows, and also if it should be a constant or temporarily situation. Cloth can be an appropriate material. Better would be a black foil or plastic sheet. It is not as heavy and easier to attach. The best, of course, would be you could have a whole room that is always dark. Then you can immediately follow your ideas without having the inconvenient darkening in between. There's quite a difference between dark and no light at all. Darkness is easy. No light at all is difficult to achieve, but it's the best. Make an effort if possible. It's really worth it.